Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Birney are taking a look at Sunday's Grade 1 stakes race at Del Mar. It's the Clement L. Hirsch, and it's a Breeders' Cup Challenge Series event. It's a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Let's take a look at the field, and Matt, we've got a racing superstar in here, the 2 to 5 morning line favorite, Keeneland graduate, Unique Bella. Mike Smith has the mount, and this filly is capable of some stunning efforts. Note that 109 Beyer performance in the Santa Maria 3-back, and last time out in the Beholder Mile, she ran hard from start to finish.
Yeah, she really is an unbelievable talent, and I think that's the thing that we still need to just iron out a little bit before we can call her just a truly great or very, very good horse. It's just she's a little bit of her own worst enemy, where she just doesn't like to relax and she doesn't like to rate. She likes to go 100 miles an hour all the time, and I think that could ultimately be the detriment to her, and we've seen that in other instances. But look, you can make the case that she's as talented, if not more so, naturally than any other horse that we have in training right now. What she does when she is on her game and she faces a field like the one she'll face on Sunday, she can absolutely decimate a field.
In the Beholder Mile, if you recall, she was involved in a cutthroat pace battle with Paradise Woods through some demanding fractions. She disdainfully dispatched of Paradise Woods turning into the stretch, and despite getting a little bit tired late, she went on to a comfortable victory. As we see from our Timeform US pace projector, no such issue expected here. Unique Bella should make the lead, and if she relaxes on a clear lead against these horses, it could be showtime.
I tell you what, if that pace projector plays out, I don't think I'm overstepping my boundaries or making a ridiculous statement. I would say the over-under on lengths victory probably would be 6.
You might be testing, though, the racing gods with a statement like that. We've talked about the big favorite and the most likely winner, Unique Bella. Let's discuss the rest of the field in post-position order, beginning with the likable number 1, Bernina Star. Stakes placed against restricted foes most recently, finishing behind Uvetzi, who we'll get to in a little bit. This is an honest filly looking for a very valuable Grade 1 placing that would certainly enhance her status as a broodmare prospect.
Yeah, and I really think you need to handicap the race within the race. We've talked about it a number of times. When you get a race with a filly or a mare that just looks like they're superior to everyone else, the race within the race becomes, let's get that Grade 1 placing or whatever else, what kind of stakes placing it would be. Bernina Star, I think they're going to take her back, try to make that one run similar to what they did in that restricted stakes race most recently at Santa Anita.
The number 3, La Force, has only won 2 of 20 lifetime outings, but she earned that valuable Grade 1 placing last time out in the Beholder Mile. She was very well ridden by Drayden Van Dyke, who just took her to the back of the pack, let Paradise Woods and Unique Bella go at it, and then they came with a good, strong late run to finish second, while never threatening the winner. The pace might not be as fast this time around, but I expect similar tactics from La Force.
Yeah, La Force is an interesting horse because even when she is in company that she actually fits with a little bit better, she still doesn't like to win races. She's 2 for 20 lifetime and 9 times second or third, but she is the kind of horse. She's already multiple graded stakes placed, and I agree with you. I expect Van Dyke to take her back, make that one run, and try to get a piece.
Jerry Hollendorfer, of course, trains Unique Bella. He also conditions the 4, Turkish Tabby, removing blinkers and stretching out in distance. This horse has not won a race since the end of 2016. It's kind of interesting she's in here.
Yeah, I think it's just a situation, again, where if you think it's going to be a short field, and you got to keep in mind, too, sometimes it's a matter of, well, we got to make the race go. We got to get horses. I know that's not the question with a Grade 1, but the instance here would be, look, she may not be any great shakes, but if we can run third with her, all of a sudden her value goes through the roof. I think, again, they'll be thrilled if they can get a small ward.
The last time the number 5 Shenandoah Queen ran on dirt at Del Mar, I was very, very impressed. She won the restricted Tranquility Lake Stakes with a 93 Beyer speed figure, and she beat a decent Baffert-trained filly named Faithfully. I was so impressed with that race that I thought that she was going to go on to bigger and better things. What do I know? She hasn't won since, but her most recent dirt start was okay back on May the 6th, where she finished second behind odds-on winner Fault. Maybe she's slowly getting back into form. I don't think she can beat Unique Bella, but perhaps she can get a piece of this.
No, I agree. I'm not convinced that she can actually threaten Unique Bella for a win in a spot like this, but second off the bench, getting back to the dirt, where it feels like the dirt is really what her surface is, her preferred footing, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she came along and got a piece of this thing. And again, we're at a point now where you're a graded stakes placed mare. It'd be nice, though, if you could get a Grade 1 stakes placing to go along with the other one.
Completing the field is the number 6 Uvetzi, a Keeneland grad, ridden by Tyler Bays, 8-1 on the morning line. And what took him so long to stretch this filly out on the dirt? She's by Bodemeister, and in her first 2-turn start on dirt, she prevailed in the Santa Lucia Stakes with a best buyer speed figure of 90. She's got some tactical speed. I'm not sure I want to be the one pushing Unique Bella, though.
I have to be honest, I think it's going to be an interesting situation where I think she's the one that takes up the chase, but I don't think they're actually in chase mode. I think it's going to be kind of approached like it's a race within the race. Unique Bella, she's doing her own thing. We're actually in the lead of this race because keep in mind, she is also owned by Ronus Racing, also trained by John Sadler. I think there's a scenario where those connections, they're hopeful they can run second and third. I think there's a real scenario where this race is a merry-go-round and Uvetzi sits just off of Unique Bella and she can run second.
Let's take a look at our selections for the Grade 1 Clement L. Hirsch, a win and you're in. For the Breeders' Cup Distaff, we're both going to go with the extremely popular and talented number 2 Unique Bella to take them gate to wire. She's unplayable from a win standpoint at odds of 1-5 or so. How would you play this race, or are you simply watching as a fan?
More likely than not, I'm just going to sit back and watch. But if I am so inclined to play a race like this, it's going to be a hard, cold punch of 2-6, like I just alluded to. I think this could very easily be a merry-go-round. Unique Bella goes out there, Uvetzi sits just off, and they go 1-2 the whole way.
I'll go 2-3-5 in the Grade 1 Clement L. Hirsch, part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series. A win and you're in for the Distaff. Approximate post time for race number 5 at Del Mar on Sunday is 4 o'clock Pacific. Best of luck.